Alright, everybody. It is time for one of my newest videos on here, as promised, doing the history of Missouri. I got this, Missouri 365, this day in state history book. I got this from, here, I'm going to let y'all look at it. But yeah, so I got this from Barnes & Noble. So we'll see how good it is. I'll just read one thing a day from see any harm, so we're going to give it a shot. See what it's got for January. So for January the 1st, day in Missouri history. The year 2000, Missourians survived the Y2K scare. It says millions of anxious people around the state waited to see if electronics would shut down at the stroke of midnight on January 1st, 2000. Businesses, governments, sorry about that. Anyway, businesses and government agencies across the globe were concerned that systems would crash because programmers designed early software with 2-digit date codes. Oh no. The fear was that computers would recognize the 00 as 1900 instead of 2000. And all personal and business records would be erased. However, on New Year's Day, everything worked correctly and hundreds of millions of dollars were spent making sure systems were Y2K compliant. I do remember Y2K without a shadow of a doubt. Now, Y2K itself was not the issue, just so you know. It was the computer issue that they were talking about here. But the word Y2K did not necessarily mean the computer issue or computer. Well, it did, I guess, making sure it was Y2K compliant. Y2K being 2000, just so you guys know. That's what Y2K means. Year 2000. Y2K. So, whenever you hear that, Y2K compliant is the full term, but a lot of us just say Y2K and you know what we're talking about. So, it was a scare that I think Martha Maynard was talking about it too yesterday on one of his videos. But yeah, Y2K was one of those things. It was a scare. Not a lot of people took. Well, let me rephrase that. I remember around here, you had people basically divided. Half of the people were running around scared, and half the people were not. It just depended on who you were as to whether you were running around scared about Y2K. I know my parents weren't necessarily scared about it, but they told me that, for them, they didn't live and die with computers. So for them, if a computer made a screw up, it was no big deal. In fact, a lot of the farmers and a lot of your farmers around here, which the majority of your population is, they all said the same thing. Like, well, we don't really rely on computers like that, so if they're not compliant, it's not a big deal. Well, and that's where, not saying that I was worried about it, because I was still in junior high. But when I would hear them say that, like, okay, well, we don't deal with computers, so we're not worried about it. Like, dude, there are computers in your car. There are computers in your equipment, your tractors now. course, back then, 2000, I guess they weren't. They weren't really in your... Not like they are now. I gotta go back and think. So, yeah, 2000... You still had some computers in your car, and you still had some computers in, like, your combine, I'm sure, that basically would be set up to where you could diagnose a problem. Say if the machine shut down, something like that. Yeah, you'd have to rely on a computer for that. Not necessarily rely on it, but the computer would help fix the problem. We still weren't at that stage yet, though, where we were relying on computers for everything like we are now. Because now it's to the point where even farmers are relying on those computers. So now if we had a Y2K scare, something like that would happen, yes, it would even shut down the farming community as well. Or at least a good chunk of it. Oh, sorry. I was holding that yawn back as far as I could. But I do remember, like, people... And I'm sure Martha Maynard can vouch on me on that one. I remember people were even going to McDonald's and other fast food joints, and they were buying a lot of food from these places and storing them because they were afraid that the computer shutdown was going to somehow wipe out all food as we know it. You know, like where these people would have to like live in their basement for a while because there's no computers. You know, like all of your jobs nobody would be able to go back to work. Everything would be shut down. Walmart would be shut down because their computers would no longer work. McDonald's, all these fast food places, their stuff would be shut down. So you'd have no way of getting your food. So that's what these people were. And then, like I said, then Y2K actually happened. And I know I was watching, because I know I got nervous there for a while. At first, I didn't believe in any of the hype, but then as you keep hearing it. So I do remember when I was a kid, and of course, I found out for the very first time that you could watch the New Year come in from different countries. But I didn't need the internet to do that at that time because these news outlets were doing it for us. That, you know, because they were trying to see if they were trying to see if these other countries would shut down, you know, when 2000 would hit, the year 2000 would hit, and, you know, if it did happen, then at least the United States has another few hours to try to fix the problem before they get shut down too, right? Because that would shut down the power grid, everything, because... And that's some of the farmers around here didn't understand either. Is like, well, actually, a lot of those computers also control your power grid, meaning your electricity, your gas, all of that. So if those computers no longer work, because now they think the year is 1900, everything gets shut down. Oh, and by the way, all of your information is gone too. Because you were born in 1986, and now we're going back to the year 1900. Or you were born in 1954, and now we're going back to 1900. So basically, all your information just got wiped out. Because it makes no sense. How are you alive, and we're at 1900 now? So then we'd have to go back and fix the books and everything. Like I said, thank God none of that happened. If it would have, yes, it would have been scary. However, like I said, I remember watching on TV, and of course, Japan was the first country to get the New Year in, and I remember that they, you know, they celebrated the new year just like it was any other year, and everything went off without a hitch. So, and then after that, the next country, and including like London, England, you know, everything there went without a hitch, and then I think that's when everybody in the United States started, relaxing quite a bit and like, okay, well, if it's not getting them, then it's not going to get us either. We should be fine. So, yeah, I do remember that. It was definitely a scary moment in history for a lot of folks. So, but yeah. So, there you go. That is the first thing in the book, Missouri 365, and we'll see what we get tomorrow in the book. So that is all I got for you guys for now for that one. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I know that one was more US bound, but I did read ahead, and trust me, there are some really cool stuff in here about Missouri the state. I mean, that one was more international or worldwide, but it did affect the state big time, because the state spent a lot of money too, or whatever. There were a lot of people freaking out. I do remember that. But yeah, there's gonna be some really cool stuff in there, though. I know. I glanced ahead. I haven't read everything, so I have no idea what I'm getting for tomorrow. But I did glance at it before I picked it up, and like, dude, this would be really cool for my videos. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I think y'all are gonna like this. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all for now. Peace out, and catch you guys on my next video. You can check out my questions of the day. They should be uploading before too long. Hopefully before midnight they should be up here. For whatever reason, my internet's taking forever to upload today. I'm thinking a lot of it just because it's New Year's Day and people have nothing else to do, so it's boggling down the servers. I don't know. AT&T is stupid sometimes. That's all I know. Sometimes it's great, and other times it sucks. But anyway, also my Star Wars Day of Stocks video is in. My in the Dell, I think is what I call it, the In the Dell video. It's being uploaded too, and Daisy Duke's 12 Days of Christmas, her new video is uploading soon too, so she should be on day 8 when it uploads, and then I'll be doing my tarot card video here in a minute. So that, and then I'll wrap up everything for me for the night. Hopefully everything will be uploaded while I'm sleeping. It's already taken forever in a day for it to upload today. It should have only taken maybe about an hour or two, and it's taken like half the day, because I pushed upload. I tried to upload my first video right around 10:30, and it's still not uploaded yet. So here we are. And now watch, tomorrow everything will upload just fine. But it is what it is. I can't force it to go any faster. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Peace out. And you can check out Marthy Maynard. His new videos will be up, I believe, Friday, Saturday time frame, from what I understood from what he was saying. So be on the lookout for those. That's pretty much it. So I will see you all later. Bye for now.